welcome to Finding Your Way with Lori and Tonya. I'm Lori.
I'm Tonya.
So today we're going to talk about not having any regrets. And so all of us have a past. You don't get to the present without having a path that got you here. And so we really want the takeaway to be that we have to live in the present moment, so we can't be holding on to regret of things that have happened to us or things that we've done in the past.
And I think a big part of this is it doesn't mean we didn't do something wrong or bad. It doesn't mean that we can't be sorry for an action that we've taken or something we've said or something we've been involved in the past. It just means that we can't take that into the future, that we have to deal with it and allow it to be the past so that we can move forward and we can live our best life. And honestly, that's what for us this is all about, is really giving everybody some ways and some tools on how to start living our best lives.
Yeah, and so you can't, your best life isn't living outside of this moment. And so if we're always either beating ourselves up about past things that have happened or, being mad, angry, sad about things that have happened in the past, being disappointed in ourselves, or even the opposite of that, being so proud of who we used to be that we're not paying attention to who we are right now, you're missing life. You're missing your life right now. And so, like Tonya said, it's not that you don't forgive and release some of that to be able to move on. It is just acknowledging that everything that's happened up to this point has made you into the beautiful human being that you are right now. And so if you're regretting things, it's almost like you're not accepting who you are right now.
Right. And I think that, we've all done things. Yeah. We've all said things, whether it be, middle school, high school. You think about those years and listen, who doesn't have something they said to somebody that you even remember to this day and you feel bad about it, you feel sorry about it. We treat people certain ways or we do an action. Absolutely, if you feel bad about something, apologize to the person. Make your peace with that person. Make your peace with yourself. A lot of times it's an action that really only hurt yourself or disappointed yourself. Make peace with yourself. Apologize to yourself for it and let it go. When you bring that regret, when you bring that source with you, you really never get to live in the present moment because you are still living in the past and it's heavy. That feeling is so heavy.
Mm-hmm. And so how do we get to the point where we are not like living in that space of what was? That's really what the video is about today. And so it is forgiving ourselves. It's also knowing that everything we experience is part of the right path for us. And so, I've heard that you keep learning, you keep being given situations until you learn the lesson you're supposed to learn. So maybe some of the things that you may be regretting up until today, but you're going to change that after today. Maybe some of the things you have been regretting were really just lessons you need to learn. So maybe explore that. What was the lesson? What did I learn from that? How did it change the type of person and who I am today? And that can start putting some perspective of, oh, I see. As I get older and I look back at things that have happened in my life, it's almost like little puzzle pieces that you start putting together. And yes, you wish you hadn't acted that way, hadn't treated somebody a certain way. However, there were good things that came from it because it changed who you are, where you're not behaving that way now because you know how horrible it made you feel and how disappointed you were in yourself when you did those things.
Absolutely. And I think that as we grow, and that really is what this is all about, it's growing and learning the lessons. I think when you can look back and you can give that forgiveness and identify what that lesson is, then maybe you stop getting so many of those lessons. Maybe you're turning that point, you're tipping that cup to the flow of what life is really about, and that is living your best life every single day. And when you've released that heaviness and you start feeling the lightness and you start doing things differently. And a lot of times forgiving yourself, in order to forgive, you do have to look back and you do have to make peace with it, and you are pulling out those lessons, and you can take the lessons with you because those lessons are great. They're going to keep you moving forward and in the flow. But I do think that too often, and listen, I still do things every day that I think, gosh, not real sure why I did that. But I'm also very quick. The things are not as big in large magnitude as what they had been before, and I'm very quick to identify them, to let them go, and to really make a conscious effort not to do them tomorrow, the next day. And so I think that that really is the takeaway here, is really take your time, let go of that past, learn those lessons for forward.
Yeah, so for me, it is, you think you've let things go, you think you've gotten made peace with your past, and then it starts rearing its head. And so, for me anyway, it is recognizing that there's some lesson I haven't quite gotten yet. I haven't really integrated whatever lesson it is that I think I've gotten, but I maybe haven't. And so when I'm able to look at it from that perspective, it changes the whole light of whatever's happening now. So that, if it seems like the past is repeating itself, it's like, okay, well, it's repeating itself for a reason. What is the lesson I'm supposed to learn? And let me get it this time, because I'm tired of it keeping on rearing its head in my life.
So maybe take out a piece of paper and write down some things that you've done that you don't think you've quite gotten forgiveness from, and remember that if you've got to forgive yourself, other people may or may not forgive you. There are going to be some things that people have done that other people may not be in this space to be able to forgive you for. It's okay. Forgive yourself. That is where it needs to happen. Forgive yourself and know that you're making better choices in the future, but write down the things that you've done that you know you haven't forgiven yourself for. Take a minute, put them on paper, explore that, and then ask yourself, okay, what was the lesson in that? Where has that continued? So look at the pattern. Look at the pattern of what I did, and then I did it again, and then I did something similar, and now what is the lesson? That will give you, and forgive yourself. Take a minute, say a deep prayer. Literally tell yourself you forgive yourself. See yourself having a conversation like you're two people, and give yourself forgiveness. Open your eyes, look back at that paper, let it go. And that is going to give you a tangible way, a tool to really wipe the slate clean and be able to move forward.
Yeah, so and the other part of that then after you release is being grateful for who it turns you into. Like being grateful for who you are right now, because all of the experiences we've had up until this point make us who we are right now. And we need to love ourselves and have that self-love. And so, to truly love ourselves, we have to forgive and release, but also be grateful for who it has made us into.
And who learning those lessons is going to continue to create.
Right. Yes. So it's not an excuse to keep doing bad things.
Right.
That's what it's not. We can't just forgive ourselves and release it and then continue to have bad behavior. It really is. If you're going to take a look at this, it's then changing and learning the lesson and becoming a better person.
And so, listen. Forgiveness is hard. It's hard to forgive ourselves. Even more so, sometimes hard to forgive ourselves than it is other people. So write your list. Give yourself some grace. Give yourself some forgiveness. Pick out those lessons. Take them to the future. This, for us, is about helping you live your best life and that journey. So hopefully you got something from us today. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. Please share it with other people you think may need to hear this message. Also, subscribe to our page. You'll get notifications letting you know every time we post a video. We've got a great Facebook group called the Positive Vibe Tribe. We love this group. It's got thousands of people in it, and every day people are sharing great little positive nuggets and fun stuff. We also, if you want to learn more about what we do and how we do it, check out our website. It's called highernavigation.com, and it's HIGHER navigation.com. Hope everybody has a good day.